I've coached an amazing person from the US, still a man. And he was in a situation where his ex was hot and cold, and she was asking him for services. So I was okay to tell him, like, look, if she needs your help, we need to show that we are here as a strong man. And then she started to ask for financial help.
Yeah.
And that's the moment I realized that the hot and cold behavior could be also a way of manipulating.
Yeah.
So for the people that will listen to this podcast, what is the line? How do you define someone that is hot and cold of protection, of I want to see that you have changed, I want to see that we can rebuild something? And when do you feel that the hot and cold is the moment where someone is using the people you coach?
I'm so happy you bring this up. Just as we were walking into the studio, I was just replying to one of my dear clients on WhatsApp who is wondering exactly this question. Where do I draw the line? I feel like I'm being manipulated. I feel like I'm being used, right? Because his ex-wife is asking him to handle administrative things, to do things for their teenage kids while she's going out dating. And he was telling me it doesn't feel right. And there's this other client in the UK, in Wales, who is way, way, way deep down in the hole. He was in a relationship for 8 years with someone who has been taking advantage of him, like straight up. And his big challenge is the learning to say no, learning to value himself and not feel guilty or not let this fear of losing his significant other and that is the big challenge. So I've actually been thinking about this question a lot, and what I've asked these clients, these individuals, is to really be clear about their values, to be very clear about what is acceptable, and so that it doesn't come from a place of bitterness or a place of anger, but really thinking about self-respect, doing the right thing, but also staying true to yourself. And if you feel that you're being manipulated or taken advantage of, usually you are, unfortunately. Many times you are. But I'm very eager to hear about where you draw the line and how you have helped people to, be nuanced about this, Ross.
I won't be nuanced. That's the thing, with my philosophy, and me, and we have been working together for so many years. And I want to say before I respond to the question that it's also for you ladies, because we used male example, but I was coaching an amazing woman just right before to come to the studio as well. She's French, amazing. And so she discovered that her boyfriend was cheating on her. Of course, he put the fault on her. Yeah, but you're always mad. You're always negative. That's why I had to find someone else. And so she started to do some therapy with a psychologist and coaching with me, and she changed. And so basically, he left the apartment. He says, I will help you. And now he was like, no, I don't want to pay the apartment anymore. It's your decision. You need to manage the apartment. And so she wanted to be like, okay, I understand. It's not easy. I would pay it. And I told her, no. That's where I'm not nuanced. I said, no. If you want to get back with someone that is hot and cold, like he was telling you, I miss you. I wish you the best for the new year, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, he doesn't want to help with the apartment that they both signed for a couple of months ago. So I told her, no, this is not acceptable. And you will get him back if he really loves you, by setting boundaries. So for me, when someone feels that they have been taking advantage, the strategy is to say no and stick to the no. If someone loves you in return, they will understand the no. That doesn't mean that they will accept it immediately, but they won't bother you. If they make you pay the no, that is toxic. That is not something I would recommend to get back with. That is not someone, I would recommend to get back with. And sometimes when we coach you, at least when I coach you, I will tell you, this is no good. This is not okay. It will be okay if he or she change their behavior. But for me, I would be not nuanced at all. I think we need a no. We need to be strict. We need to be focused on the no. because that's when you can see if someone can take it, then it's a good sign. If they don't take it, it's a toxic sign.